Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 2.9, Problem 25. This is Section 2.9, Problem 25. It says, Peter Painter buys a 5-gallon pail of paint. He uses 1 3/8 gallons to paint his front porch. How much paint does he have left? So as I was making Peter Painter, I want him to absolutely paint something that began with a P just to keep the flow going. So anyway, he has a 5-gallon pail of paint. He uses some. How much is left? So he uses 1 3/8 gallons to paint his porch. How much does he have left? So it's really a subtraction problem. So I like to write these in a vertical format. So I'll do 5 minus 1 3/8. And I want to find the common denominator. Now the problem is the 5 doesn't even have a fraction to have a denominator. So I have to come up with some type of way to write this 5 so I can have a common denominator of 8. So instead of a 5, let me rewrite the problem as 4 and 8 over 8 and keep the minus 1 3/8 as the bottom fraction. So 4 and 8 over 8 is still a 5. You still have 5 gallons of paint. Here's 4 gallons, here's one more. 8 over 8 reduces to 1. And I chose 8 over 8 because the denominator of the other fraction I was working with is an 8. Let's say the other fraction had a denominator of 10. So the fraction for the upper one would be 10 over 10. Or if the other fraction had a denominator of, let's say, 14, my upper fraction would be 14 over 14. It would be the same number over itself. So in this case, it was 8. I made 8 over 8. I have a common denominator. So now for the numerator is 8 minus 3 is 5. My common denominator is 8. For the whole numbers, 4 minus 1 is 3. So how much paint does Peter have left in his pail of paint? Is 3 5/8 gallons of paint. And since this is an application problem, it doesn't hurt to write our units of measure.